My name is Michael. I'm 35 years old, athletic build, overall good-looking guy. I'm married. However, I have always felt the urge to be unfaithful to my wife, but not with young girls, but with my mother-in-law. It's a rare case when a mother-in-law can be considered a favorite, especially if she's beautiful. I am lucky. I have a beautiful mother-in-law who even surpasses her daughter, my wife, in looks. Her figure is flawless, and more than once, I have sinned by imagining during intimacy with my wife that it is my mother-in-law who is beneath me. But we never had a separation. Everything was common. There was no sense of awkwardness between us. I went in my underwear, and she in transparent nighties or robes. It was our way of life. In my fantasies, I always longed to spend time alone with her, even more than with my wife. As fate would have it, my wife was hospitalized for 10 days, and we were left alone in the apartment. It was a rare opportunity for me. I decided to relax with some beer, chips, and fish, and for some reason bought some whiskey. When I got home, my mother-in-law was taking a long bath. Sitting in my room, I watched TV and sipped my beer, but I quickly finished off the first bottle from thirst. As I was opening the second bottle, a thought occurred to me. While my mother-in-law was taking a bath, I decided to put my phone in her room to record her getting dressed. The thought of being able to watch her occupied all my thoughts. As I entered her room, I noticed that her things were scattered all over the floor. Placing my phone and reviewing the footage, I chose the best angle. Back in my room, I felt that something important was going to happen this night. I uncorked the bottle of whiskey, poured a glass, and quickly drank its contents. As I gradually became drunker, my fantasies became wilder and wilder. My mother-in-law had been taking a bath for about an hour. When I heard the water was turned off, I hurried to her room and activated my phone. She walked past my room in her bathrobe and closed the door behind her. Anxiously flicking my lighter, I waited, and to my surprise, she appeared in a t-shirt and headed for the kitchen. My heart raced as I grabbed my phone and activated the screen. She walked into the room, closed the door, and threw off her robe. Her figure was amazing. I was just thrilled with what I saw. Without wearing any underwear, she put on a long t-shirt. I was completely stunned by what was happening. She stood at the sink and washed the dishes, while I poured tea and sat across from her to watch her closely. After she washed the dishes, she began to put them on the drying rack, and because of her height, she had to stand on her toes. Her t-shirt pulled up, making me wince. I instinctively rushed to her from behind, grabbed her plate, and offered to help. Suddenly, it appeared that there was already a fire in my pants. Well, you know what I mean? When I approached my mother-in-law, he was already touching her leg and further tugging up her shirt. My mother-in-law fussed, and I was confused, not knowing what to say. Words, however, were unnecessary. She arched her back, and that was the day it all happened. The alcohol in my system gave me courage. I had never experienced such passion with my wife before. It was a completely new sensation for me. From then on, we found time and space for our violent fantasy, almost always giving ourselves to each other for the last time.